Howdy guys, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk, Giordano, Plastering. Today, I'm just going to explain something a little bit different than what we generally do, like explaining how to do plaster. I'm going to talk about tool belts today. Why? Because it's important. A lot of you guys, you text me, you email me and say, "Gee, Kirk, which tool belt should we use?" And that's a dang good question, because there are so many, and so many of them are useless. And so there's just a few good ones, guys, for what we do as a living as lathers. I thought I'd show it to you. Okay, guys. Generally, everybody got a different pattern. Say for me, if I'm doing paper and wire lather, I take the paper, I put everything I need right here. Okay, a hammer tacker. You got to put the moisture barriers up. Then I got all my staples here. I just dump my box into my bag here. Most important thing, a measuring tape. And notice this measuring tape right here, it's square. It won't fall out. Most of all these have this weird pocket. This weird pocket hangs open. And guess what? When you're on scaffold and you're 3 stories high, you bend over, it falls out. If it hits somebody in the head 3 stages below, it hurts. It's kind of like, here's another thing that I want to explain about belts. These belts right here. This is the biggest scam in history. All right. You see these, how they have this metal right here, and they have the metal on the other side. I've had to buy a few of these because I had nothing else, and I thought, well, I need something. I tell you what, a pair of blue jeans and a hoodie to put all your stuff on is better than this kind of belt right here. Why? Because if you're on scaffold and you have a hammer, first thing that happens is the hammer hits the plank, comes out, and falls out. Now, it's bad enough if you're up 4 or 5 stories, you got to walk all the way down and get it. But what if the hammer hits somebody in the face or the head? And the snips always come out. With these, if you see a belt with these right here, don't buy it, guys. Another thing too, while we're on the subject of these belts, and guys, I've been lathing for 40 years. That's a long time. I've had every belt known to man, and then some. Belts to avoid. If you go to any of the plastering material yards, they have these genuine leather belts. They come in 3 pieces. That costs you about 200 bucks. I've been so desperate, I bought one of those and gave them both away after like a week. They're worthless. You want something that is one pouch. One pouch carries all. If they're 3 separate pouches and you're paying $40 a pouch, and they're just useless. They're not useful. They're useless, guys. Another thing, these quick releases. Great. These quick releases. Okay. Lunchtime comes. I just click off, boom, and it's out. Of course, I just unclicked my mic, but I'm going to click this back on here. Hopefully I don't jack up the sound. So if you get a quick release, that's better. I've thrown away about 20 belts in the 40 years that I've been doing this trade. You can get cheap belts like these right here. Not a bad belt. I'd rather have this than one with these metal pieces on the ends. Now notice this is my preferred belt, guys, right here. Because it'll hold a hammer. It's comfortable. If you're on plank, you're laying down, it holds them. See these two? Useless. Once more, never buy a belt for lathing that has these guys right here. You will hate it. These were in my garage because they're outdated. Sometimes I have a lot of guys working with me, and so we all need belts. This is my brother Lou's belt. Lou's got a broken foot still. Now, usually we cut a sleeping bag in half, and that's good enough for Lou. But Lou's 270, so this works for him, guys. He's a big boy, so he loves this belt right here. It's hard to find one to fit him. Another thing, I'll tell you that one of the best belts on Amazon is this pinkish, purplish one. 27 bucks, guys, and it has everything. It has a quick release. It has this belt right here, so you don't lose your tools up on the scaffold. It's got everything you need. It's just kind of a weird color. I'd wear it, except I don't like the color, and it's like I won't wear purple pants either. But this is the best deal on Amazon. And why do I mention Amazon? Because I took the liberty of, I mean, we've been doing videos for 10 years. We've got about 800. And yeah, in every video we have a description. It says, go to Amazon. We make a couple bucks on Amazon, but I'd tell you this for free, even if we didn't make any money on Amazon, because I know all this stuff. I've been doing it. I mean, for example, this compressor, it's soundless. It doesn't make any noise. If you guys like my explanation of belts, say, Kirk, give us another explanation of all your compressors. I have about 10, and I've had 30 or 40 of them in 40 years. I like this one because it's quiet. It's from Italy. No noise. Anyway, getting back to the belts. This particular one holds everything. I mean, I could even put my gun on it, and it's not cheap, so it'll hold it. A lot of these belts are cheap. A lot of them are good. This one here, I'll tell you what they're charging on Amazon. I'm just guessing now because I'm not sure. But this one here is a craft belt. If you click on Amazon, this one will show up. I think this is one of the most expensive ones, just like $150. This is the one Jay and I both use right here. Now, my daughter Malin, she says, Dad, I'm not wearing that purple belt or whatever color it is. And I say, fine, you don't have to. My other daughter Lily loves it because she likes the color, and it is one of the better deals online. These right here are about I don't know, $100. They're kind of useless too, because you see how big that is. That will drop your tape measure every time. It's frustrating too. You think it's bad enough when you're on scaffold and you're worried about it hitting somebody? Try walking down 3 stories just because you got this belt right here where it just falls out. So you want one with a belt like this right here. It's a firm grip. This isn't going anywhere. I don't even have to put it in and lock it in. It just doesn't go anywhere. It's perfect. There are a lot of different reasons why to buy the right belt, like this one here. The latch, I don't like it. And I've bought all these in the past. The ones I say to avoid are the ones in all the plastering material yards. So just to give you a rough idea, this one would hit you about 150 bucks. This would hit you about 30 bucks. This one here, I think it's 140. You kind of get what you pay for. It's garbage. These little guys here, you can buy these anywhere, Home Depot and all that, but these are a real drag. See this metal? When you're on the scaffold or when you're trying to sit down for coffee, you better take it off because it digs in your back. No fun, guys, so always remember a quick release. I can go on and tell you a whole bunch of stuff about this, but if you're interested, just go to our Amazon site. And I was at an attorney's office, and we were sitting there, and I told my friend, I said, dude, you're paying this guy, you have an appointment? We're sitting in this room 20 minutes now. Let's just leave. And then it dawned on us that he had a big sign that says, I've been doing this 50 years, so I charge $500 an hour because you pay for my time in. I thought, hey, everything we do, we show you guys for nothing. You can't beat that. If we get a few bucks on Amazon, you know what? It helps put food on the table. That works. So anyway, guys, I'm trying to direct you to the Amazon site because I already did all the homework because I needed them for us. And I got 5 kids. We all wear these belts, so, and especially Lou. So I have to know what we're doing, guys, and I thought I'd share these tips with you guys. And everybody, again, this is my setup for easy access because when I'm lathing, I don't mess around. We get a job done quickly. So again, if you like that and you say, hey, Kirk, do something similar and show us all your compressors and which ones are good and which ones are too heavy, too bulky, and just too pricey and they're just useless, let me know. Anyway, guys, my name is Kirk. Jason's on the camera. As usual, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
By the way, folks, my dad and I are now members of Amazon affiliates, so if you're looking to buy any of the plastering or construction tools you've seen in our videos and you want to support us in the process, you can check the links below our video, or you can go to our website and get them there. If you have any other questions for tools we don't have linked, email us direct and we'll respond to you then.
Once again, folks, we thank you for watching, and I really enjoy all your comments.
If you guys like this video, please click the like button down below, and also if you enjoy what we do, subscribe to our channel so we can keep making these videos for you.
My name is Kirk.
And Jay.
We thank you for watching, and from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one.